As for the other one, that obviously she does not want this earth here that we have been developing, that have been coming in implementation over the past, let's say, 10 years up until about 1 year ago. I keep the other year for good measure, right? Because if she did, then she would never keep on coming and doing the same shit. She would never try and implement other people's point of view forward. She would never ever come to me very specifically and try and force me in a way of someone else. She would never ever ever take uniqueness and try and make it fit in the mold of someone else. If she did not do that, that would prove that she likes uniqueness. But seeing how she come and try to fit uniqueness into a mold and try to make it structure like what someone else has said, and then also come and take that power away and say, oh well, this one that you are being trained to listen to through my tactics are not even the top all be all. She's guessing now. And she's been guessing for a very long time. And because of the way that she go and take her guesses, message, she now really want this earth here. She now really want this physical reality structure in which we're able to utilize our Venusian energy, which is both imagination, pleasure. I said both, but it also includes knowledge. Venus includes knowledge. Should she now want that? I will speak for her firmly as she has been speaking for me. Right? So without cards, because we not need a card to tell you about someone's energy, I can tell you fully she now want a physical form for a woman. I can tell you now. And no matter how she dress hers up, it always a dress up like that for what someone else has said. Therefore, she now want the uniqueness of a woman form, because the uniqueness is what the woman will bring. The woman I bring a son that never have been in this existence before, but a woman will also bring a son who have been in this existence before, just not in this physical body. Uniqueness. And see, that's what she'll try for copy, and that's just not going to work. Because what you are copying is the paradigms in which I have experienced. And I have not experienced much in this particular body of reality. Because of the program in which we have both been following, apparently. You may say that you are unique, but you only come from the other side of what the guess is of what my story would be had you been able to witness it. With your strange, strange thoughts. So, therefore, we can clearly conclude that this woman now wants no uniqueness within her reality. We can also include that this woman, for the limitations of the times when we are trying to be myself, and try to embrace my full feminine nature, we can also clearly see as she now want beauty for stand. Otherwise, she now use her sword to fight and buckle mine down. Right? She now want knowledge or wisdom for stay. Maybe she only want wisdom for stay, and that can't really happen without knowledge. Because she definitely not want knowledge. Otherwise, you never fight me and broke me down every single time me look for knowledge. So, that being hand in hand together, they must leave. Wisdom must also leave. Since you now want knowledge, wisdom must also leave this place here. Wisdom must also leave this place here. Time, the sensitivity towards time and understanding time, accounting, especially that, accounting for time, that must also leave. Because that sword, yeah, I use and I'll use right. It's like you cannot sell drugs and do drugs at the same time. It's highly ill-advisable to do so. It's very, very highly ill-advisable for you to use your sword against your own people that, and then still try to make them work for you. Very ill-advisable. I'm gonna hit that nail directly upon the head. Right? Highly ill-advisable for you to, especially someone like me, who have already proven, don't do that. You've been watching me for so long, and you still come and do that force thing. The only way the other one I got in is because she pretended to be my friend. Hello? How are you? Now still not paying attention. Which clearly understand why you need me. But now I don't like the way that you run your system. I don't like nothing about what you just presented to me. Especially about which parts that me for play. Me is supposed to play. Especially in comparison as to what you receive from the part that I play, and then in comparison to what I receive and haven't played my part. I'm a team player and all of that, but no, I'm straight. I'm straight. I don't believe nothing that you see now. I don't believe nothing that you are offering now. Which is ironically due to your patterns, due to what you have shown me. It's your reality, right? So you show me every time I believe you, you take it, snatch it right away. So therefore, I don't believe you. Therefore, I will not be working with you. I will not be going with you. I will not fuck with you at all. Don't like it at all. They pulled so many cards and they never need to be pulled. You try and prove that you big bad man. You big bad man, you Ross? You are? You's Ross? I don't think you know what Ross is. It's because you got in the house. I don't think you really know what Ross is because you have not been paying attention. And you say that it's me who not been paying attention to you because when I praise you like you want to be praised, I tell you the truth the whole time and you're war with it. You run a war upon it. You run a war upon the truth. But you still want to keep science. How? How? How is you still keeping science? So that means we have to take Jupiter too? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Alright, so we're taking a shot. Sometimes I feel like I'm cool. Take the elephant's ear. You have to whisper your curses into. Yeah, see? I'll make that video real next. As I smoke up. It says smoke up in Babylon and burn down. I will make that video next. So we really fully understand why you are so angry every time you talk. It's not because I'm not supposed to be talking. It's not because it distracts you. None of that reason. It's because it make you look at and see yourself clearly and realize that you is no boss. You really is no boss. You're not a boss. You're not a big player dog. You're none of that. You're just a little man trying to prove that you're a big man. And that makes you angry. Because I realize that I am a small piece of this puzzle. And so you saw what you had to do in order for me to actually realize that I'm much bigger than I actually thought I was. How much work and destruction did you have to put forth for to break my humility? And you still trying to play like you is boss, big man. You still for try to play be humble card when you had to break the nest of my humility in order for me to even start to speak to you. You're gonna break yourself, blood. Trying to be something that you're not. You're gonna break yourself. And when you're finally broken, you cannot come to me and say, oh, this is your fault. This is your fault. No, the fuck is not. Because I asked you several times to leave me alone. I have even made a whole song I say, it's better for me to be silent. I have the right to choose and so do you. I made several songs and you now want me to put out. Because you didn't want to hear it. What song you did put out, what song you did explode and blow up, is I don't want to know if it hurts me. So now your war, what hurt, you're feeling your emotion. Fine. The moon come with me anyway. Because I can feel myself way upon out the door. And your eye that watch me, she not come. I don't like her. It's despicable. Because she not have no integrity. She not have no integrity at all. It's not like somebody make war with her where thousands and millions upon millions of other people will is being placed upon her and a cloak upon her and for operate in her shadows and within her light. No. Remember, you will say you're not a Christian. You never had that problem. So you had always freer will and prospect than me. You chose your works. Whereas some other people, them works for choose for them. Whatever they finish, whatever them not finish, a lot of that has been chosen for them. You have never come into this camp where you are safe. Parallels. It's not just about me. It's about the people who push the buttons. It's not just about my response to the buttons that being pushed. It's about the people who choose to push the buttons. You now want to hear truth. You don't get to keep the truth. You're born in pure lie. You stay and die in pure lie, and that's it. No lie. No more truth for you. No, which means no science. You're closing that doors. You're closing them doors completely and fully, even by working with Ship Sham Bomba right there. ship shamo schooner bumper ass right there. That way you fucked up. You fucking up. I know you see in my form. I know you see. You're fucking up and you fuck up good that. So, no, I'm not angry. I'm not angry at all. It's just never leave no part of me, even a smoke, I left when I go. And then especially the buttons you're pushing to get into the access of me, that's a go-to. Where I leave this rise. You might have to put your stuff in a physical way, in a physical form, but me, all I'm for doing is my breath. You know who me is by now. You know who me is by now. So keep on rubbing in. Keep on rubbing in and taking what you should not be touching. Looking upon the time and tell me for look and read it. You must be ready to die.